Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Chandrika and this is RIKA Life. Thank you so much for joining me on my adventures in yarn and crochet. Today, as always, I have lots to share with you. Before we get started, please like this video, share this video, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Okay, so today I need to share with you some finished objects. Now, these are ones that I have just finished, and before I kind of find their forever home, I thought I better make a video. So you may or may not have seen these before. So one of them, actually, I don't think you have seen these yet. You might have by the time this video comes out. So one is I wouldn't call it a long-term whip, but it is a project that I had started and then I just put it down, and I honestly haven't touched it for a few months. I was kind of working through my whips and I thought, hey, let's try and finish this. So I pulled it out, and lo and behold, it actually didn't require that much more work. And I was very close to the finish line, so I was able to finish it. So let me share with you what yarn I used for this project. So the first yarn I used was Caron Simply Soft in the color Iris. It's this beautiful deep purple color. It's a bit darker than what's showing up on the camera. And so I didn't use that much of the skein. The reason I chose that is because the other color was actually Premier Basics Mosaic in the color Prism. And this is what this yarn looks like. So there's a whole medley of colors here. It's very busy yarn. So I thought I needed a solid color to break up that busyness. And that purple matches almost exactly with this purple. So that's why I pulled it out. Now, I understand that I had 2 balls of this, and this is what's left of the second ball. And the rest of this will just be made into hats, likely a baby hat. So I always use my scraps. I don't throw anything away. So that's what that'll be used for. And the hook I used was my Susan Bates I 5.5 millimeter hook. And it's the one with the ergonomic handle. These are my favorite hooks to use. These are the only hooks I really use as Susan Bates. Okay, now I will show you the project. I just wanted to explain to you what I've been using. And let's see. I guess I don't really know what's the top and bottom, but this is my project. Gotta have the smile for my thumbnail. So this is the blanket in its entirety. So you can see that I used a lot of the mosaic color, and the purple was just kind of to break it up and to give it some contrast. So yeah, it's that color like matches perfectly. Sorry, you're seeing like half of my face. I'll put this closer. The colors match very nicely, and I feel like just putting that purple in there just helped to break up some of this. And all I did was double crochet rows. So I don't even know how I decided how wide this would be, but I was just going for a baby blanket size. And I then just started doing double crochets, and that is it. I was considering doing a border of purple all the way around, and maybe doing a couple of rounds of like just make a nice border with purple. But I kind of feel like it's finished. I feel like I'm happy with this, and I feel like I would like to just move on and work on other projects. But let me know in the comments what you think. If you truly feel like this is incomplete and needs more, then let me know. I would love to know your thoughts, because a lot of times I make blankets and then I'm kind of like, all right, we're done. And it could use a border. I feel like that might actually pull together the whole piece because the purple is the accent color. But I just feel done with it. It's so pretty. Look at the colors. It's called Prism again. So again, this was the yarn Premier Basics Mosaic. It's a number 4 worsted weight, 216 yards, 198 meters, 4.23 ounces, 120 grams, 100% acrylic. Recommends an I 5.5 millimeter hook, which is funny that I actually used an I and I didn't use a J. The reason I used an I is because Karen Simply Soft recommends an H 5 millimeter. So I was trying to find something that would work with both of the yarns. And I actually got really lucky because it looks good together. It's not too wonky. They both are kind of different thicknesses. I feel like Karen Simply Soft is a little bit of a thinner worsted weight, and the Premier Basics Mosaic is like a true worsted weight. So let's just see here. So if we take, that's the Premier Basics Mosaic, and then we take the Karen Simply Soft and we put them beside each other. You can tell what I mean, right? So the Karen Simply Soft is on the thinner side. The Premier Basics Mosaic is on the thicker side. They are both 4 weights, but this Premier Basics Mosaic is reminds me of like the same thickness of Big Twist Value. So I did really enjoy this yarn. I had it in another blue color, which I cannot remember the name of, but I had the exact same yarn in a blue color. This one is called Prism, and I really did like working with it. If you don't know, I am an affiliate member or alliance member with Premier Yarns, so I always have the link down below in the description. If you order yarn through that link, you won't get charged anything extra, but whatever comes out of that will just help to run the channel, so I would really appreciate that. And I know some of you have already taken advantage of that, and thank you so much for doing that. I also have memberships on my channel, so you can always join and support the channel that way, and just lots of fun goodness going on over here. All right, so that was that project. I've just folded it all up so you can see the colors. It's really, really pretty yarn, and I love the purple with it. All right, so that is my first finished object that I wanted to share with you. Okay, the lighting is so weird right now. Every time I move close and far, the camera is picking up different things. Okay, the next project, oh my gosh, can't even remember the hook size now. Okay, let's just hope that I use the hook size that was recommended here. So the next project that I made was actually a table runner for my dining table. So this is the yarn that I used. Again, I used Premier yarn. This is Premier Cotton Fair Bulky Prints in the color Sunrise. And it is 52% cotton, 48% acrylic, 130 yards, 119 meters, 3 ounces, 85 grams. Recommends a K 6.5 millimeter hook. It's a bulky 5 weight. So you can see that. Now, with this yarn, this was my first time trying out this yarn, and I'm trying to think what other cotton acrylic yarn I've used that I can compare it to. I guess the Premier Momenti was a cotton acrylic blend, but that kind of had, it almost felt like it was chain spun, so it was very put together. This yarn, you can see here, that's one end. This is the other end. So when I started, it honestly didn't even look like this. It was all just like open and coming apart like that. So I put a bead on it. This was my first time doing this. I've heard from so many people that when your yarn is splitting, just put a bead on it, and it really did help to hold the yarn together. So I had that on for the whole project. I just put that on the skein before I even started, and that helped me. So I used 2 and more than a half balls of this to make my table runner. So let's see if I can show you my nice table runner. I don't think I've shared this before. I mean, I've been recording so many videos that I'm just getting confused now at this point, but I don't think I've shared this yet. So this is how it started. It started off with pink, orange, and yellow. And then it went on to the other second and third ball, which had no yellow in it. So it's just pink and orange. So both sides look very different. I'm saying sides, but it's all one piece, but you can see it here. So the beginning had the yellow in it and the end didn't. So this is a table runner for my dining table. I'm holding it in half so you can see that. And that is very, very pretty. That's the end of it. This is the beginning of it. I really do like this color, and I didn't realize when I was working it up that it was not the same colors. So unfortunately, that's just how it happened. This is a pattern by Jayda and Stitches. I'm going to link it down below. I don't remember what it's called, but it was for a table runner, and I just followed her pattern. Started off very nicely. Got a little wonky near the end because I forgot what I was supposed to do at either end. I knew what I was supposed to do in the middle, but at the ends I was like, wait, is this an odd row? Is this an even row? Is it supposed to have single crochet, or is it supposed to have a double crochet? So, or a open half shell. So it was really fun though. It was a really quick project. I really do like the yarn, and I really, really enjoyed the pattern. And so I wanted to share that with you before I go and put it on my dining table. So I chose this color specifically because I wanted a really fun and bright and vibrant color for summer. So I bought it in this color, which is, I think, called Sunrise. Yes. And I bought it in another colorway as well called Carnival, I believe. That's a mix of like blues and purples. So I feel like that'll be really good. Kind of, right now we're in May. I feel like for like maybe July, that might be really like fun color. So I'm going to make another one. I might not be using the exact same pattern, but it's definitely going to be a table runner. I do have an older video where I shared a yellow table runner I made. That was with, was it Big Twist Twinkle? I can't remember now. No, I don't think it was Big Twist Twinkle. It was something else, but it's yellow. And I did a block stitch pattern, I think. So now I think I would like to make one that is very dense and has no holes. So the Carnival color, I will likely be doing a linked double crochet stitch. And again, I did measure my table, so I have everything written down. So I'll follow those measurements. I just find it's really weird. When I'm making a chain and then when I go back and work my first row, they're both completely different sizes. Like say I made a chain and the chain itself laid out was this big. When I go back and then do that first row, it's like this big. So I'm not really sure what's happening there. I need to figure that out. But yes, so I will be making one more table runner for my dining table, and I really enjoyed this yarn. It felt, in the beginning, it kind of felt very awkward because I hadn't used it before and it didn't feel as soft. But then I reminded myself that it does have cotton in it. So the other thing is, sometimes I feel like, so it is nice on here. Sometimes I feel like the yarn feels different when it's in the skein than when you actually work it up. So as it's coming off the skein, it might feel a little rough. And then after it's gone through your hook, often I feel like it kind of softens up. And then even after you wash it one time, it'll soften up as well. Let me just see. Is this, yeah, it says machine wash warm, gentle cycle, lay flat to dry. So yeah, I mean, I think I've put these things in the dryer too. I obviously haven't used this yarn yet, but I probably would try putting it in the dryer as well. So yeah, I really enjoyed making this, and the pattern will be down below. If you have a favorite table runner pattern, please let me know. I would love to explore other ones. I was really kind of just searching through, and I know Jayda and Stitches has some really nice patterns, so I just did one of hers. I didn't even like do a sample or anything. I literally just started and just went with it, and I'm really, really happy with it. It's such pretty and happy colors. This is actually reminding me now of, I think at Hobby Lobby, this was a couple of years ago, they had a, what was it, sugar real cotton or sugar real something. I don't know if it was a cotton blend, but it was these colors. It was the oranges with the pinks and yellows, and I remember being in love with it, but I never bought it. So these colors came back into my life. I'm so excited. So yeah, that's what's happening. I wanted to share some of those finished objects with you. I have lots going on in the background with whips and new projects and older things, but just so happy to finish this one and so happy to get this off of my whip list and into my done pile. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. As always, I hope you have a wonderful crochetful day, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.